There's a question on this one in terms of increasing, decreasing, and constant, and why we use parentheses there instead of brackets. And so one of the analogies that I use in class is if you think about taking a picture of a speedometer of a car, you can't tell if you're speeding up or slowing down or traveling the same speed because there's no interval. It's just an instant, and so at that instant you're traveling that speed. That tells you nothing about what's happening before or after, and that's kind of the problem with this point right here, is there is no before. We don't know if that was a turning point, if it was coming, what was happening there. There is no before, so it's like taking a snapshot. At these turning points here, where it's going from increasing to decreasing and then from decreasing to increasing, this right here is a positive slope, this right here is a negative slope. So right there, strictly speaking, that is constant. That is, if we drew a tangent line, which would touch at just one point, to this, it would be flat and the slope would be 0. So it's going from a positive slope, passes through 0, and goes to a negative slope. So we definitely can't include that in increasing because it's actually 0. If you go on to take Calc 1, you pretty much spend all of Calc 1 trying to find those couple of points right there. That's a big part of that class, is finding derivatives. Anyhow, and that's where they're set to 0. So that is a couple more thoughts on why we have to use parentheses there instead of the brackets. Hopefully that's helpful.